Finally, after a long 5 months, it's time to take all my colonies out of hibernation. Watch this video till the end to see all my ant colonies. Alright, for hibernation I moved all my ant colonies into the basement. It's always a little colder there, and now with freezing temperatures outside, it's around 9 degrees Celsius or 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Which is a little too cold for my Messor Barbarus and Pheidole, but okay since the temperature only decreases slowly. Now let's wake them up, starting with my largest colony of Messor Barbarus. This colony has been through some stuff, but I will give you more information regarding this colony when I make an update video about them. They have a big move planned, but for now they are still sitting in this ant home from AntKit. The only thing I gave them during hibernation is fresh water, a little honey and some new seeds. That's probably why they threw all their old seeds outside the nest. The colony seems to be doing alright, and the queen seems healthy. They also have a bunch of eggs, so I'm not too worried about this colony. Because they are not moving into the AntKit size 4, I will move them to my own medium-sized ant nest and see if they like that. They have lived in this ant home for 1.5 years, so I'm eager to get them out and see the colony again without a red shield. Moving on to my brood boosted Lasius Niger colony, which will also be the last time I can call them that way, because the brood boosting process was a long time ago. If you have not seen that video, I suggest you check it out. This colony is doing okay. I expected more, but we will see what the next season brings them. They also have a big move planned, since I don't think this nest is doing them justice. So far I can see they have no dead workers. There are some larvae and brood, so I hope the colony will grow when the spring arrives. I also thought it would be fun to put some sand in the outworld, since it's going to be their outworld until next year. It's too small for plants and rocks, so I will keep it at sand for now. I was amazed how good it looked, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I will definitely use this sand more in the future to decorate some outworlds. Then we have my test tube colonies, 7 in total. I was very happy to see 0 dead workers. The only problem is that the test tubes look disgusting. The ants don't care about it, but it's not optimal. They are very moldy and just old in general. The colonies on the other hand are very active, have brood and no dead workers, so I call this hibernation a great success. I fed all my colonies a little bit of honey 2 months ago to boost them through the winter. Here you can see some nice shots I made of the colonies. I love showcasing the colonies in this way. Sadly, when they move out of the test tube, I can't film like this. Talking about moving my colonies to a new test tube, I made the perfect product to move my ants as easy as possible. I don't have a name for it yet, but right now I call it the mini outworld. Because this test tube was flooding, I connected it to the mini outworld. This is perfect for all my test tube colonies. Next video I will tell you more about this product and my other nests. You really want to see that. I also made these feeding dish inserts and they are great to feed your test tube colonies without a big mess. I love them and use them all the time. For me they work really great. If you're interested, there's a link in the description. My plans for these test tube colonies is to move them into my own small sized nests when they have around 50 workers. I'm very hyped for when they reach those numbers. Right now I have a few Lasius Niger colonies, 1 Lasius Flavus queen and 3 Tetramorium Ceaspitum queens. The Tetramorium queens are also taking it slow. I hope that colonies grow fast since they are known to do so. Right now all my colonies are pretty small. I hope I can change that this ant season. Moving on to my Lasius Flavus colony. They are housed in a test tube attached to a Wakushi feeding module. There's not much to say about this colony. They are doing really well and they look very healthy. I will probably keep them in a test tube for a while since they aren't a fast growing species. I also fed them some ant nectar and a small piece of a superworm. Last but not least, we have my Pheidole Pallidula colony. They are doing everything but great. They have 0 brood and to me the colony is not looking that good. I don't know if it's the nest or something else. I will wait for a month and see if she lays any eggs. I will probably move them into an Ants of Europe founding nest, but I'm not sure yet. I've placed them on a heating mat next to my Nicobarensis colony to hopefully boost them a bit. The big issue I'm facing right now is heating my colonies. Most heating mats get pretty warm and that's an issue for heating test tubes. I want to take a look at heating cables that don't get too hot. Do you have any good suggestions for me? Please let me know in the comments. These were all my colonies. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if your ants are out of hibernation. Did they all make it? I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. And on that note I want to say, yes, the ant season has begun again.